It seems inevitable that we will eventually get an evolution for every single type in the Pokemon universe. It also just happens at the time of recording this that there are exactly 10 types that Eevee does not have an evolution in. Hey, what is up guys, it's Arodiad here, and today I'll be counting down my top 10 most wanted evolutions. Number 10. The normal type evolution, NEUTREON. The normal type evolution is taking number 10 on this list for pretty obvious reasons. Out of the 10 types available, it is the blandest and most unlikely type to have an evolution. That being said, however, the normal type evolution could still be a great Pokemon. You would be able to also obtain this evolution by leveling up an Eevee while it holds a Silk Scarf. Now, NEUTREON will specialize in HP and special defense while also having a decent speed stat. Its physical defense is the lowest stat but can be buffed with one of its two abilities. These abilities being Fur Coat and Adaptability. It would have adaptability to relate it to more of an Eevee and Fur Coat to boost its defense stat and make it unbeatable. NEUTREON would have access to moves such as Return and Facade to take advantage of his normal typing, while also running the standard Wish, Protect, Toxic combo. You could also teach him moves such as Shadow Ball since both his attack and special attack are the exact same. Number 9. The Rock type evolution, LITHEON. Now, LITHEON would be obtainable by leveling up an Eevee while it's holding a hard stone. It would specialize in defense and special defense while also having a good special attack stat. The two abilities it would have are Sturdy and Rough Skin. It would have Sturdy to complement its stats nicely and Rough Skin due to it being covered in jagged rocks. Some of the moves LITHEON would have at its disposal are the expected Wish, Protect, Toxic combo, as well as Stealth Rocks to whittle down his opposition. It would have Earth Power and Power Gem to take advantage of the special attack stat it's got as well. Basically, it's a variation on Umbreon which I think suits the typing well. Number 8. The Steel type evolution, TITANEON. Eevee would evolve into TITANEON by leveling one up while it holds a metal coat. This evolution makes a lot of sense as it would develop a full steel body, which the metal coat has done for other Pokemon. TITANEON would focus primarily on HP and defense, while it also has a decent special attack stat. This, while being paired with its ability Sturdy and Light Metal, would make this Pokemon a complete physical defensive wall. TITANEON would have access to the usual Wish, Protect and Toxic moveset like every other bulky evolution out there. It would also be able to use its attack stat well with moves such as Iron Head and Earthquake. It could also use moves such as Heavy Slam as TITANEON would be quite heavy. Number 7. The Bug type evolution, VERMEON. You would be able to get VERMEON by leveling up an Eevee while it holds the Silver Powder. VERMEON is also the first evolution on this list to focus on something other than it just being bulky. Although it does have a high defense stat, it also has a very high speed stat and a good attack stat. It would get the ability Swarm and Levitate to really relate this evolution to its typing perfectly. There would be a lot of physical moves that VERMEON would be able to use to its advantage. Some of these moves are Bug Bite, U-Turn and Fell Stinger, which would all get stab boosts on top of the additional effects they already carry. He would also get Iron Head for all the rock types out there and Drill Run for fire types. Overall, with a choice band, VERMEON will be able to be a great sweeper in the metagame. Number 6. The ground type evolution, TERREON. TERREON is this high on the list because of the potential I see in this evolution for the metagame. You'd be able to get a TERREON by leveling it up while it holds a soft sand. It would also have a divergent evolution where you could level it up in a sandy environment like a sandy route and it would evolve the same way. Now, TERREON focuses primarily on attack and HP while also having a decent special attack stat. The two abilities that it would get are Sand Rush and Sand Veil, which really make this Pokemon a threat in the competitive scene. Sand Rush would change its base speed to 120 in the sand, while Sand Veil will increase the chance of dodging attacks. The main moves that TERREON will have at its disposal are Earthquake, Rock Slide, and Head Smash. It would also be able to learn Facade in case you want to burn it, and Curse if you want to run a defensive build. Number 5. The Poison type evolution, TOXION. Eevee would be able to evolve into Toxion by leveling it up while it is badly poisoned. Her stats primarily focus on special defense and speed, while also having a decent special attack stat. Those stats make Toxion a great special war as well as a fast special attacker. Toxion's abilities are Poison Touch and Poison Point, which also help with whittling down the opposition even more than usual. Toxion will be able to learn the usual Wish, Toxic, Protect, as a lot of other bulky evolutions do, but will also have a lot of special moves to make use of its special attack stat. It will have Sludge Bomb for stab, as well as Dark Pulse and Psychic to make its move pool more varied. Number 4. The Flying type evolution, NIMBEON. The only reason NIMBEON is so high on this list is because we need more pure flying types. The only pure flying type we have now is Tornadus, and that is a legendary Pokemon. You would be able to get NIMBEON by leveling up an Eevee while it holds a sharp beak. It would specialize primarily on special attack and HP while also having a decent speed stat. Its two abilities, Bulletproof and Marvel Scale, will help make it more bulky even though it has pretty average defenses. It would have the moves Hurricane and Air Slash at its disposal for stab, as well as Earth Power for certain electric types. Of course, no evolution set is complete without the Wish Protect Toxic combo as well. Number 3, the fighting type evolution, Champion. Champion is placing this high on the list for 2 reasons. The first being that I think it should have been added way back in Generation 2 with Espeon and Umbreon, as the fighting type would complete the type effective circle perfectly. The second reason being I just love the name Champion for the fighting type evolution. You would be able to get Champion by leveling up Eevee while it holds a black belt. It would be a fast physical attacker with a decent HP stat to boot. Its ability Scrappy and Guts makes Champion able to hit through statuses more effectively and also hit ghost types more reliably. Champion would have access to moves such as Close Combat and Mach Punch for stab. He would also get U-turn for switching priority and Sucker Punch for attacking priority. Number 2, the Ghost type evolution, Oblivion. Now, Oblivion is different when it comes to its other evolutions and Pokemon in general, and that is because of how it evolves. Oblivion would evolve by fainting in battle while holding a Reaper Cloth. This not only suits Oblivion's typing perfectly, but it also suits the design I have shown below as well. Oblivion would be very strong specially in both its special attack and special defense, but would also have a decent attack stat. Its abilities, Mummy and Curse Body, also tie into the way it evolves and the design it has quite well. The main attacking moves Oblivion would have are Shadow Ball for stab and Dark Pulse for a strong special attacking move. With its attack stat, however, you could also run the move Knock Off viably to not only get rid of the opposition's item, but to deal a hefty amount of damage at the same time. And I know you guys were expecting it, but you can also get the Wish Protect Toxic combo as well. Number 1, the Dragon type evolution, DRAGEON. The main reason why DRAGEON takes the number 1 spot isn't because of its potential, it's because of Sylveon and how it should have been in the 6th generation in my opinion. After the 1st generation, we have followed a certain pattern with eeveelutions. This is a group of 2 eeveelutions with one being super effective on the other. This started with Espeon and Umbreon and then later with Glaceon and LITHEON. With Generation 6 coming around however, Sylveon was left by herself. This is where DRAGON would have fit in perfectly. You would be able to get DRAGON by leveling up Eevee while it holds a Dragon Fang and has at least 2 hearts in Pokemon and Meat. This is done to relate it closer to Sylveon. It would be a very hard hitting physical attacker while also having great speed and decent defense. DRAGON would get the abilities Intimidate and Mold Breaker as well due to its intimidating presence. The main 2 moves you would be running on DRAGON would be Dragon Claw and Outrage, which also get a powerful stab boost. It would also have access to moves such as Gunk Shot and Poison Jab for all the fairy types running around out there thinking they can stop this beast. And there you guys have it. That has been my top 10 most wanted eeveelutions. If you guys did enjoy, make sure you smash the like button down below. It does help support the channel and the series. This is actually the first video I ever did that had a script in front of it, and it took a long time to write and edit, so your support is greatly appreciated. If you'd like to check out more of my stuff, make sure to click the first video, which will take you to my Theta Emerald playthrough, and the second one to take you to my most recent top 5 video. But yeah, don't really have much else to say. This has been Arodiad. I'll catch you guys later. Peace.